Hello friends and welcome to this web design and development tutorial. In this part we are discussing about basics of CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It is a simple design language which is used to make web pages more presentable. CSS describes the style of an HTML document. World Wide Web Consortium W3C created CSS. Here we have a very basic syntax or example of CSS. So we have body, then we have curly brackets, we have background color, and after a colon here we have yellow, and then we have semicolon. So in this syntax we have three main things here: body, background color, and yellow. So in a way, using this particular syntax, we are saying that we want to select body. So body here is a selector. Then we have written curly brackets here, and after inside those curly brackets there is this property. So this is a property of CSS, and for every element of HTML or for every tag of HTML, on every tag of HTML we can apply these properties. So in a way we are saying select the body tag of HTML document and make the background color yellow. So let's try this example here. So we have Notepad++ here, and I will open a new blank Notepad++ page here, and I will create a simple HTML document here. So you can see that in a HTML document we have head and we have body. Head is used to give some title, so I will give a title here. We are learning CSS. Now we have body. So in body we provide the information that our users will read, and the information written in head is used for considered as the meta information, which is read by search engine crawlers and bots and other programs. In head we also provide link to CSS files and link to JavaScript files. We also provide links to various purpose of head tag. So in HTML you will study about this, but we are learning CSS this time. So in CSS I will now save this page in a directory here. So my directory is my website. This is some folder in my computer, and in this folder I am saving this. But the folder in which I am saving this folder is running on, or this folder is inside htdocs folder, and this htdocs folder is inside XAMPP folder. So we have installed XAMPP software here. Again, XAMPP is used to provide us a server. It is used to provide us Apache server and MySQL server. So on Apache server we can run a language like PHP, and using MySQL we can create databases. So make sure that XAMPP is installed. If you don't want to use XAMPP for learning CSS, then simply consider it as some other folder of your computer. So we have a folder called my website here. I will save this page as css test.html. So because CSS properties or CSS is applied on elements of HTML, so we have to we must have a valid HTML page. On that we can apply some CSS. Now let's say here in body we have a heading tag, so h1 tag is there, and I will write simply hello world here. So now this is a valid HTML page. So I am inside C drive, XAMPP folder, htdocs, and here is my folder. I have some other HTML pages stored here, and the page that I want to work on now is css test.html. So I will double click it and this page will open in my browser. So you can see here that we have this page here, and you can see the title here. We are learning CSS and we have simple hello world written here. Now let's try the example that we were discussing. So there are many locations in which we can write CSS, and one such location is head, and we have a tag for writing CSS. The tag is called a style tag. So in HTML we have a style tag. Mostly we place this tag inside head, and here you have to write the CSS. Now first I will select my element. So you can see here that a body tag is present here. So I have simply selected the body tag here, and now I will write curly brackets. So by curly brackets I mean now I will provide some CSS properties to this body tag, and I will write a very simple property. So if you are using any code editor like Notepad++ or Sublime Text or VS Code, so there are many code editors. So they will give you some suggestion also. So as soon as I have typed BAC, so it is giving me some suggestions, and most of these suggestions are CSS properties. For example, background attachment is a CSS property, background color is a CSS property, background image is a CSS property. Again, the work of background image is to assign some image to our background. But because we are learning CSS for the first time, or I am teaching you CSS for the first time, so I will only give a very basic example here because it's just an introduction. So you can write background color, and then you can write a colon here, and after colon you can write some name of color here. So let's say background color is equal to yellow, that we saw in the example. So now here in our HTML document you can see we have head tag. Inside head tag we have title tag, and using the title tag we have defined some title to our document. We have some word written here, some heading written here, it can be anything. So and we have body tag, but we have selected the body tag using style, and you can see here when I have selected it, so it is becoming green. That means this particular text is present three times in this document. Now let's simply reload this page here. You can see that you can see here that using the file protocol, this current page is open. So you can write file 3 forward slashes, and then you have to type the location of your file, where your file is. So this is one way of doing it, or other way of doing is you can go to that particular folder, double click the file, and it will open in your default browser. In my case it is Firefox. Also I will show you another way. So if you are following the PHP tutorial, so there is another way, but if you are just learning CSS, so in that case you can follow this particular way of opening these files. Now if you will reload it, so you can see that background has become yellow, and it is because of this particular property here. Let's change the color here. So I can make it red. Now the color will become red. So the name of all primary colors and the basic colors that are there, like pink. So these are all valid colors in HTML. And if you want to create your own colors, or if you want to apply some custom colors here, so in that case you can go to a website called htmlcolorcodes.com. So on using HTML color codes, you can see here is a color picker, and in this color picker here you can mix various colors. So let's say we want to make our background of this color. You can select, you can see a hexadecimal code here. So in hexadecimal code we have 6 characters and 7 character is a hashtag. These 6 characters can take values between 0 to 9. So you can see the number here is between 0 to 9. So it can take numbers, and it can take alphabet between A to F. So you are seeing E, D, B here, and you can write some random number here and it will become a color. So let's copy this, and instead of writing pink here I can write this hashtag value also. And when you will write this hashtag value, so you will see that the color of our document will become that particular color. So this is work of CSS. Suppose we want the font of our website to be aligned in the center. Here the font is aligned to left by default. So we can write here text align, and we can write center. Now when you will reload your page, so we'll see that text is now aligned to center. Next, if you want to make the color of your if you want to change the default color of your font, so you can change it by simply using color. So we don't write something like font color, we write color. And when you will write color and hashtag FFF, 6 times F is the color for white, and 6 times 0 is the color for black color. So now if you will reload this, so you can see that our font has become white here. So these are some very basic CSS properties. We will study CSS properties one by one. How we can select any particular element of a page, how we can apply this property only to that particular element. For example, here we have h1 also. So we have two tags here. One is body tag, one is h1 tag. And suppose instead of body, if I write h1, so what I am saying here is, or I am instructing the HTML document to select h1 tag and do these 3 changes to h1 tag only and not the entire document. So now when you will reload it, you will see that only to our HTML, only to our h1 tag, which is heading, the background of that heading has become the green color that we have written in hexadecimal code, and only the font of that h1 tag is changed. Suppose we have another paragraph here. So suppose we have paragraph P here, and we can write anything here. We are learning CSS properties. So here we have paragraph and heading. Now you will see that this particular paragraph has no changes. It is by default black in color. The font is also default. The size of font is not changed, and neither has the background changed. So this is how we apply some basic properties, and this is work of CSS.